Summary of The Last Leaf by O. Henry. The Last Leaf is set in Greenwich Village, a bohemian area of New York City, in the early 20th century. The story is about Sue and Johnsy, two young women artists who share a studio at the top of a rundown apartment building. When winter comes, Johnsy gets pneumonia, which makes him very sick. The doctor who comes to see them says that Johnsy doesn't have a good chance of living if she doesn't find the will to live. He says that his medicines don't work well on people who have already chosen they want to die. When the doctor asks if Johnsy is sad about something in particular, Sue says that Johnsy's unmet dream was to paint the Bay of Naples. The doctor brushes this off and asks if Johnsy is upset about a guy. Johnsy becomes obsessed with the leaves falling from a vine outside her window as she becomes more and more resigned to her fate. She tells Sue that she will die when the last leaf falls. Sue works on a drawing for a magazine that she plans to sell to buy more food for Johnsy. She also tries, but fails, to convince Johnsy that she has something to live for. Sue goes to see their downstairs friend Behrman, who is an old, failed artist who still hopes to paint his masterpiece even though he hasn't been able to do so for decades. When he hears that Johnsy is sick and that she is obsessed with the leaves outside her window, he laughs at the idea that the leaves could have anything to do with her health. In the end, though, Behrman stays out all night in a fierce storm to paint a leaf on the wall outside Sue and Johnsy's window that looks like it was there all along. When Johnsy sees that the last leaf, which is really a picture by Behrman, seems to have made it through the storm 2 nights in a row, he starts to feel better. But because of the rain and cold, Behrman gets pneumonia and dies a few days later. When Sue tells Johnsy this, Johnsy says that this is Behrman's masterpiece.
About the author. William Sidney Porter grew up in North Carolina, where he read a lot and went to his aunt's elementary school. At age 19, his uncle taught him how to be a pharmacist. At age 20, he came to Texas and worked as a rancher, bank teller, draftsman, and journalist. He also wrote on the side. After his first marriage to Athol Estes, he started writing for the Houston Post. However, he was soon arrested for stealing money from the bank where he worked before. He ran away to Honduras, but when he heard that Estes had died of TB, he came back to the United States. Porter spent the next 3 years in jail, where he wrote and published under different names, the most well-known of which was O. Henry. Porter went to New York City after he got out of jail. This is where he wrote most of his short stories. At age 47, he died in 1910.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.